nice person, man. I never want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I will.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, and whatever it happens to be for all of you lovely people out there. I have a really fun question for you, and think of it as an entry quiz to the video. What do you get when two clout-hungry, oversharing narcissists collide? A disaster so cringe even the algorithm wants to look away. That's right, Amberlynn Reid decided to go off on Rosie, and Rosie then did a live, claimed not to watch reaction channels, even though she's been spending the last few months cozying up to us, and then went off on Amber. And it left me with one question. Can't these women get lives? I dislike Amber, and after some lovely comments I got from my last video by Rosie, well, I disliked her before, but she's even more on my radar now. It doesn't mean that I disliked her more because of the comments, because I take what a lolcow, and it is lolcow, not LOLcow, says with a grain of salt.
I've been told that Nerfy is just really mean girly about me. I don't engage in it. She doesn't have many subs anyway, so I'm not too worried about it.
Well, Rosie, I mean, we can't all eat on camera and pay for our subs like you, now can we? Anyways, if you guys have missed the last few days, let's take some time putting Ambi aside because her posting is nearly 2 weeks behind at this point, and take a look at Rosie, who's current. Well, kind of current. She only really does live streams, except for this one, and it'll get its own video. Now, let me explain something perfectly clearly. I could get out my dry erase board and start writing and let you guys know who is more manipulative, but I have a life and I know you guys do too. So let's chop it up to this. The first point I want to make is Rosie is just as, if not more active in her manipulation as Amber.
I don't understand this disconnect I've had my whole life.
I have no idea who she's talking to in this video because I know it's not her audience, because all they do is ask her if she's going to be eating in this live. But I've narrowed it down to 2 creators, one of which was assured that it was made for them because Rosie respected them. Yeah, I guess this conversation was going to be coming like I did with Amber, so hi Rosie, it's me. That girl you totally weren't trying to be friends with, but definitely were. Reaction channels are some of the most hypercritical people that I've ever met. And yes, even though my channel is just so teeny tiny, I do know a lot of them and are friends with them. And a lot of them are hypercritical and take nobody's word at face value. So this extra manipulative attempt to get people to leave you alone, Tiny Blue's video in the description down below, that isn't going to work. I have withstood Amber and other manipulative people in my life crying at me, and I know nobody's told you this, but I think you need to hear it. You are not that special. Anyways, that whole video came out, a promise for change and doing better, followed the next day by a live where she was eating. And then the next day, and then the next day.
That's pretty good. Tea. Yeah. Really? It made my pain worse, Perfectly Imperfect. It's so stupid.
Yes, I can see the change happening before my eyes. But earlier that day, Amber decided to post a video called Crashing Out as a Jealous, Unhinged Ex-Girlfriend. Wait, that isn't Amber. Anyways, and can I just say that this is the most self-aware I've ever seen Amber. Wait. That's not her. Oh, there we go. Sorry, it's so easy to get them confused. Let's cover that video and then Rosie's responses. And then I'm going to give my full opinion.
Yeah, I almost fell. Like, that was a situation, and I almost fell in front of the Amazon guy. Can you imagine a 500-pound girl falling outside on the street? I'm not gonna lie, it's hard for me to get up. So it would have just, let's not.
Yes, you would not want to fall in front of one guy, right? Not after falling in front of tens of thousands of people. Though I wish you had, because then I would have another one of these.
In a low. So it's like vlogging just, I don't know, I just feel so disconnected.
Anyways, please continue. Told you guys, one every video.
Okay, here we go. Members only. Oh my God. I'm so excited. Wait, I'm like excited and nervous and like, I think this is going to be a really good distraction and like a good thing for me because like, I'm telling you, I am so heartbroken and I feel so lonely and I don't want to bother the people in my life. So it's easier for me to like come on here and be like, okay, well, these people are here for a reason. So I don't think I'm bothering them. Here we go.
Oh, dear Lord. Listen, you did stream Queens for a long time. Well, a long time for you. This is not you being nervous or giving people a behind the scenes. This is you shilling out your shitty memberships that are $10.99 a month. That's it. Don't let her fool you. She doesn't actually care about her members. Which, let's face it, we all know that you don't. You're just looking at that money. Because $10.99 a month, something that is overpriced even for you, doing nothing at all, you're going to be making $2,736.51 with your stated members count at time of this video, which we only got excuses thrown at us and you throwing an ambi fit and crying so far, but you also had something to say about taxes and YouTube, and that leaves you with around $1,340.90. Wait, you make that alone in members? How have you not been in therapy all this time?
Literally everybody is speaking about it. People are saying I am crashing out. I guess that's the new lingo nowadays. I don't know. Am I?
For those of you that do not know, crashing out essentially means to fight or start a fight. But the thing is that there's another definition of this, and that is the true Urban Dictionary definition, which is to go insane or do something stupid. Now, I have not been on Rosie as long, but I can say that you both are incredibly stupid. So I would say both of you are crashing out.
Going to speak about this. But of course, every time I DM someone like that has a YouTube channel, they literally show that shit. Clout, 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 clout. It's really sad.
This is the reason I dislike more people than Ambi sometimes, because there are people out there that are making me defend Amber. Now, should Amber have messaged Rosie? No, mainly because she knows every DM that she's pretty much ever sent has been let out there. And Rosie responded in a certain way, knowing she was going to screenshot it and send it out. Rosie, that is. That being said, it is sad because if you have been paying attention to Rosie at all, you would know that she is pretty much just a clout goblin, disguised as a relatable character, even though there's nothing relatable about her. Understand? Good. Glad I'm putting this in my video and not Rosie's live streamer in the comments, because then it would just get deleted. Next.
And Rosie was one of them. She makes a video about it, and then she DMs me novels, literally convincing me to leave Tommy.
Now, this is completely true. You know, that while Rosie insists that she's not a part of Girl World, much like she was in my Discord server, she has to be the educated voice for any anti-Edie Yum Yum community. She works very hard to put herself in that position. But honestly, after her live streams,
Because I don't like Gracie. Hi, Lynn. Yeah, it's just, the internet makes people weird.
she has very little room to talk.
Fast forward to literally a few days ago, me and Tommy publicly break up. And then I'm sitting there and I'm watching a Yo Mama live stream. I literally watch every single one.
Of course you do. You and all of the locals just love Yo Mama, other than Rosie because she got covered. And the thing is, that's because he is on your side. It makes you look better that you're actually talking to or in a reaction channel's live streams. But what you don't know is if the other reaction channels are avoiding him, they're doing it for a reason. Moving on.
Indicates like deep within she actually wants that to happen. So good for her. I mean, who wouldn't want Tommy? Very attractive.
Okay, I feel the need to put this in here. As a bisexual woman, I would rather go to Times Square and peel all of my skin off in front of the tourists than even entertain the idea of Tommy wanting to be in a relationship with me. You found her attractive, good for you, but there are a lot of people that would choose bodily harm than to have her in a position where they get to call her a significant other.
I'm like, okay, so we have a...
No, I would call it a little bit of a hypocrite, but I would also call it being a bit of a pick-me girl in the Amberverse, which honestly made me realize that somehow, after Amber had set the bar incredibly low, Rosie got lower. Rosie also put Rarity in this, even though she was commenting on something about Rarity. She made sure to use the name, and nothing screams clout goblin more than going after another locale significant other and using a name of a cat that isn't even yours to get people's attention. Like I said, she saw the bar, she saw how low it was, and she saw where Amber set it and just took out a shovel and started digging, because if I recall, you, Amber, had reached out to her in 2023.
I think it was 2023. Like over a year ago. Trying to like cozy up in terms of like being friendly. I'm not accusing her of anything else. And when I wasn't having it, her tone changed.
And Rosie insists that she ignored you. But then when you got with Tommy, she was all over it. But then, of course, there are also reports that Rosie made her rounds trying to be friends with you. The thing is that both of you are complete and utter liars. So there is no one here to trust, if I'm being completely honest. Made a whole video about that. Link in the description down below.
So obviously seeing that, I'm like, okay, so we have a hypocrite on our hands.
Good gods, Amber is on a roll here, because for the second time in the last year, she's right. Rosie is a hypocrite. The very idea that she would even comment on Tommy with or without intent makes her a hypocrite.
It's a fact that like Rosie is a hypocrite, and I have recently found out a lot of stuff about her. She acts like she's so perfect. Girl, no, like you're flawed too.
Oh yes, raging narcissists, idiots, but I guess flawed is a quite nicer term. Glad you watched my video, Amber, but don't think I'm becoming one of the channels that you're gonna like, because honestly, you both are gonna hate the next video. See? She can plug, and so can I. Only mine is less money hungry and better put together.
Anyways, I feel like I shouldn't even have to explain myself, but there y'all go, since everyone's talking about it, and Rosie couldn't help but try to get more clout.
Well, I do think you're crashing out, and that means being stupid. But honestly, both of you are acting like we're in high school, and it doesn't matter the history after 11 years of your DMs, the accusations, and everything else. You should know better and should have let it go. Okay, now that we've covered Amber's long-winded, useless, and horribly worded response, we're going to take a look at Rosie and see what she has to say after all of this started. I won't bother with the before. Wait, that's Amber. God, it's so easy to get these guys mixed up. There we go. Okay.
King shaming feeders when you're dating one is a bad idea. Oh, ooh. The tea is hot tonight. The hat is back. Yeah, we're talking about another YouTuber who had some stuff going down tonight. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. The tea is hot this Sunday afternoon. It is, new name. It's not my tea. My tea is going to be hot when I make it, but, like, The internet tea tonight is something. It's surely something.
No, absolutely not. You do not just get to sit there and call it other people's tea. See, this is the first video of Rosie after everything came out, so she's excited. She's getting attention because we all know.
Yeah, criticisms, thank you. Of me is like that I basically I like attention. Let me be so fucking for real. Anybody with a YouTube channel likes attention. Any reactor that you like, any vlogger that you watch, anybody on the internet with their face attached to it likes attention. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no guys, I don't like attention.
That's all she's here for. The clout goblin is ready. But the issue is that this is a woman who is sitting there and smiling with duper's delight, is hoping for that attention. She was hoping the ALR would respond, and when she did, I bet she was even more excited that it was in the DM form, because that way, Rosie could leak those DMs herself. That grin is adorable in a miserable kind of way. Let's see if it stays there.
I need to deep clean my kitchen while we're on live too. Let's do that at some point, but
For those of you that are confused, that's okay. It just means you're too smart to understand any of this. But after watching some things, the hat actually signifies that she's about to spill some tea. Likely old tea, or really cold tea, but tea nonetheless. She started to do this so her subs know that she's going to be talking shit.
yeah, the whole thing is messy. Like, it's messy. It's weird. It's like when Amber was just live, she didn't address that at all. She just cried and was like looking for sympathy.
Okay, I have a lot of new viewers and subs. Hi guys, welcome. Grab a chair, get some popcorn. So let me give you a little piece of Nerfy lore. Nothing will make me go harder on you or piss me off more than if you make me defend Amberlynn Reid. Look back at my channel. There's proof. And to hear this woman say that she was crying for sympathy is easily one of the most hypocritical things that I have ever heard. And I was around during the Crystal era. Carry on. Just roll it.
I'm so mad at myself. So, the plan moving forward is baby steps.
Yeah. Shut it.
Oh yeah, the narcissistic spiral is, I think she's in shock right now. So I don't think she's like, I don't know. What I think, I found it interesting because when I was watching the live, Amber was like, I don't want any drama. And to me, that translates like Emily has some shit she could say. Because the reality is, for someone like Emily, I'm trying to choose my words carefully here. The likelihood that Amber did not engage in anything of that nature with Emily is low. And that's all I gotta say about that. Because I think it's less that Amber is like against it, but more that she's embarrassed about it. And she does not want the haters to be right.
Couple of things there, sweetheart. First thing is, out of everybody else on YouTube, you should not be talking about narcissistic spirals because you have a couple of your own out there. And what was all of that for? Look, I cut out almost 20 minutes of footage because that's it. She put on the hat. She made tea for a little over 2 minutes of that. Who are you to speak about the subject to anyone when every time I look at you, you're doing this?
Thank you, Oakley. Okay, fair enough, Chris.
So do me a favor and sit down and give us why you thought commenting on Tommy was such a good idea. Now, Rosie has learned how to thrive on any attention, like some weird photosynthesis crap, that it is honestly a little pathetic. So here we are. We have 2 more videos to go through. I know, you're super excited. Roll it.
Today has been a day. I'm not having a bad day. It's just a wild day because Amberlynn attacked me in DMs today, and I posted the screenshots on Twitter because fuck her.
Well, I love how this experience and you not wanting to get into girl world has not changed you, Rosie. You are still all smiles and giggling over the fact that so many people have been paying attention. By the way, this was a few days before my video, and some other videos began to drop. Ones that covered her and not Amber, which is likely why she is giggling and all smiles like she is now. Let's watch those slowly leave.
I'm in a good mood, but like I can't believe that today happened. Because I got attacked for commenting something benign and was accused of being desperate and trying to get with her ex. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Well, you were. You didn't follow Tommy or anything until after you heard about the breakup. And then you did in a very shitty, out in the open kind of way. And then you engaged in a DM war with Amber. Now, that tells me that you had every intention in releasing that DM, trying to ride on the fact that people disliked Amber so much. And you did. And, well, it backfires, but we'll get to that in a minute.
I'm so exhausted from trying to pull her feeder. Oh my god. Like, could you guys imagine? Everyone, all unfollow me. Like, bitch, who the fuck are you trying to get with Amber's ex? Like, the fucking... All I did was follow Emily, and I left a comment about the horrible fake screenshot. And I genuinely felt bad.
Rosie, I've seen your audience, and you getting with someone in the Edie Yum Yum world would probably make their day. Don't even try that one. And you felt bad. For what? This is someone that is a part of a community that you have openly said that you can't stand them. That you have said that you were into being a part of them, and then suddenly, you know what? Okay, more Nerfy lore. I am a survivor of a lot of abuse. Actual is actually one of them. If I saw someone that had perpetrated that, and I knew that, and they were on fire, and I had water, I would fucking drink it. And you felt bad for this person? Nah, something's wrong here.
Oh my god, she was like, the screenshots are currently blowing up on Twitter. It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Oh, good. Something we can agree on. Keep going.
Yeah, right, Hunter. I'm sorry. A situation type deal, it hits. It hits. It's one of the only hits she's ever done, but it hits.
And you're trying to kind of stay on her good side with this. Situation type deal does not hit. It's absolutely stupid. And the only hits she's ever done is on all of her exes. Don't go baby on me now, Rosie.
But I think what people are like not picking up on the most from the screenshots that I shared is that Amber thought that 84 weeks was 3 years. And I had to be like, hun, I know you're not good at math, but...
No, what they're not picking up on, really, is the fact that you have orchestrated all of this in the name of clout, and she's feeding into it like the moron that she is. That's what a lot of people aren't picking up on. Because honestly, Rosie, Amber can't do math. Everybody knows that, even Baby. So there's nothing new there.
Tommy sent a message saying that the reason that Rarity didn't actually go missing, Rarity never went missing. Amber basically sat on Rarity and the cat ended up dying after taking to the vet, and that they lied to cover it up. And that never happened. That was just a troll faking a screenshot. It was a very clearly faked screenshot. And that if you want to like maybe check Reddit or something, you might I think you'll see it on the Snark subreddit.
Of course you scroll through Reddits about other YouTubers. Why wouldn't you? You are trying to get as much clout as Amber, so you must learn her. Become her. I think that screenshot is fake as well, but I still haven't heard a reason for you commenting on it at all.
Yeah, and honestly, I honestly meant what I said in my message. Like, I think that was fucked up. And I think people need to leave. Like, there's no reason to actually bother Tommy anymore. Tommy broke up with Amber. I don't think people should be bothering Tommy anymore. The trolls got what they wanted.
Okay, so now you and Amber are going to blame us for the breakup. You're going to jump on that wagon. Let's cover a few things. You are not going to sit there in a dress that makes you look like a traffic cone and tell the watchers of Girl World what they're going to do. Period. Is harassing Tommy wrong? Of course it is. But she did get into a relationship with a woman that has 10 years of documented crap on YouTube. So, Rosie, do not dictate our behavior, and a lot of the hate was through YouTube videos and other means. So, do me a favor and stay in your place, which is apparently in that chair because I don't see you anywhere else, really.
Do I like Tommy? No, I'm not defending Tommy. I don't like Tommy. That's my opinion. That's what I think. And I stated that. And I chose to not be an asshole in the comments just because I'm not an asshole. If I had a private conversation with Emily, which I never would, but if I did, I would tell her what I think of her. I was never going to DM, Emily, and I still don't think I'm going to, but it wasn't until I got attacked that I was like, well, now I kind of want to show these to to Emily and let her know that she should block that bitch, because that's crazy psychotic behavior.
Hey, Rosie, me, Nerfy. You know what else is absolutely crazy and psychotic behavior? Getting involved in a messy breakup that you did not like either people that were a part of it. Now, understand something here. She was never going to message Tommy, but now she might. This is a fantastic way to write the narrative that you are some hero in this, and Amber is just a psycho. Brilliant manipulation. Well done. You get a gold fucking star.
She should be attacking me over leaving a comment within 20 minutes publicly on someone's page. I did it with my name attached to it because I wasn't afraid of it. I wasn't hiding anything. I had nothing to hide. I said what I said and I meant what I said.
Oh, but you were acting like you do now. The apology video incoming, is evident of that. You feel like this quick grab for clout was not worth it now. And now you need to play the victim. Well, I hate to tell you, girl, but little too late. But I am willing to bet money that you wish you would have hid your name now. But then you wouldn't get the clout. What am I saying? Moving on.
Oh, yeah. I've been aware of the Girl World stuff for a little bit. Yeah, I stepped away for a while. Forgot what brought me back in. But I don't watch, some of the channels I used to watch. I watch different ones now.
Clout. The answer is clout, everyone. I've solved it for everybody. It's clout. She wanted clout. She came back because she wanted attention, and from what I can tell, she got pushed out of the fat activism community, and when that happened, she needed to find a spot to land, and boom, back in Girl World she was, eating and thinking that she is better than everybody else in there somehow. Clout. It was clout. That's the answer, clout.
It's just fucking weird. The whole thing is fucking weird. I think the breakup's real. I do. Especially after how I talked to her. She corrected me. I said, yo, I promise you I don't want your girlfriend. That was one of the first things I said. Because I was so stunned that she had fucking messaged me. I was stunned. I was like, why the fuck are you talking to me? And she was like, she's my ex. I'm like, okay. Sure, bestie. You're right.
God, you are loving this attention, aren't you? Just look at you. You can't stop talking about it, cracking jokes and everything. And honestly, you just seem so smug. Let's see if that'll hold up, shall we? Because the rest of this is her just stuffing her face. Oh, and
Lord, please don't fucking make a video about this. I don't want to be on her channel. Just, like, leave me alone, actually.
which is hilarious because if you wanted her to leave you alone, you wouldn't have went and poked Amber with the stick. Before you say anything, I'm aware that Amber tried to contact Rosie in October of 2023, but Rosie had tried to contact Amber before that, so I guess neither could resist the narcissistic gravitational pull. Anyway, on to the next one. Honestly, a ton of it is just her shit-talking Amber. There is practically no new information, so this is the part where I wanted to show you, and this is going to be it.
I have no allegiance to Amber. There's no reason I needed to contact her.
And that is her mood this entire live stream. A smug, angry, self-righteous lolcow. It's okay, Rosie. Own your title. There are so many more like you. But it definitely seems like the shine of that clout has worn off that you were so desperate for. But when the reaction channels started to see you and comment, right, you had to back off. Well, she tells us what caused all of this right in the beginning of this live stream.
It's just silly. Because one of the bigger, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Critiques of me, I guess, is that, like, I like attention. I'm a clout chaser. I'm traumatized. I'm mentally ill. And I have a lot of fucking problems. I like attention. I didn't get enough as a child. Sue me.
Oh, I'm not going to sue you. And honestly, I kind of get it. I'm a YouTuber, and unlike certain people that are just hanging around the video wasting my air, I am medically diagnosed with BPD, BED, PTSD, bipolar, generalized anxiety, and I also did not have a good childhood. And my childhood would make both of you run for the hills. But I'm not putting my face everywhere or creating an echo chamber. Would you two like to know why? Because I'm medicated and in therapy. I work on my shit rather than use it like an excuse like you two do. Also, Rosie, quick caveat, I have fibromyalgia. And as somebody that had to go through the tests and then I witnessed what you said the tests kind of were, I'm going to speculate and say you don't. And that you've likely never been tested for it. Anyways, okay, so closing thoughts. Look, this is girl high school rules, which is pretty simple, to be honest. Do not talk to the ex of your best friend or of your enemy. Do not send anything that you don't want anyone to see, and never eat cafeteria meatloaf, because look what it can do to you. I say this with my whole chest, from the subcockles of my heart, that you two are without a doubt two of the stupidest women that I have ever seen. I mean, there's just no competition. You have one woman that has no control over her mental health, just raw dogging her way through whatever is actually wrong with her while filming some of the most boring content you've ever seen. Okay, I actually described both of them there, but then you have another who's so eager for any clout that she can get, even if that means sitting on camera and eating for hours and hours. And I don't mean just one meal. I mean, she makes a few in a live stream as her audience cheers her on. You both are twins that were separated at birth at this point because honestly, it's really hard to tell you two apart. But okay, I'll play teacher in this high school. Amber, you know better than to DM people like her because they're just going to use whatever you send to get attention. And Rosie, if you are so against eating yum yum, you would not eat on camera and then try and defend one that was active in her ex's death. You might have fooled some bigger channels, but you did not fool me. You did this for clout and the attention. That is why your name is attached. That is why it was public. And that is why you are sitting there laughing and giggling before the community started to see what you were doing and turned on you. Okay? Now stop your fighting before I do the planet a favor and take both of your cameras away. Also, Rosie, one more thing.